Did not mean to hop off earlier. I just had to hop off because my son needed me and he is my priority, but I'm back now. I am having some gluten-free pasta. I'm having some gluten-free pasta, and then my dad made some lamb. I've never had lamb before, so I tried it last night. I'm in love with it, and I'm putting it on a piece of gluten-free bread. It's Mother's Day, so today I can kind of eat whatever I want, but I still don't want to have like too terrible of ingredients, so I still cooked gluten-free and low dairy. But I like to give myself grace on Mother's Day, so I'm eating some good food today and enjoying my time. It's lamb. Yeah, it's lamb and pasta. Thank you. It is very, very good. Keep dropping it. How's everybody Sunday? He sure did. I'm just having some lunch before my little one gets back and we start Mother's Day festivities. This is a homemade tomato sauce. I can't have a lot of ingredients, so it's a homemade tomato sauce and then some Parmesan. It's like a marinara. Hi, how's it going? Homemade always tastes better, and like I said, I'm limited to ingredients I can have, so what's everybody's plans today? No, I want to sit here and eat lunch. So he threw it on the grill. He said it's not how he usually cooks it, so maybe he does prefer it slow roasted, but no, he threw it on the grill. Nope, I am not in LA. I'm actually not a big fan of LA, like at all. Thank you, yeah. Mother's Day gift to me. Made me food I can have. Yeah, LA and me just don't get along. I'm a Northern California person, hardcore. Yeah, I have sensitivities to gluten, dairy, and soy. So I avoid soy like the plague because it's easy. Gluten and dairy, I try to just limit it. And it's not taste difference wise. Yeah, there's some things like bread is really hard for me. I found a really good gluten, dairy, soy-free bagel at Sprouts, but like a loaf of bread. It is the trifecta. My doctor was like, well, you should you are sensitive to gluten, dairy, soy, and you should give up caffeine. And I was like, well, I'll give up soy. I can limit my gluten and dairy, but you can pry my caffeine out of like my cold dead hands, because I drink way too much coffee for anyone to tell me I can't. I'm actually gonna make like an iced coffee after I'm done eating. Collaboration with what? Gonna eat my lamb. It's so good. Oh, no, I don't do that. More power to you. I just don't do it. The lamb was cooked pretty well. I'm not sure if lamb is supposed to have degrees of cookedness. That's awesome, and I appreciate the offer, but I already have like a pretty solid career. Would like to quit it someday, but I'm happy where I'm at right now. Appreciate it though, Nick. I'll have to. My dad did recommend a Mediterranean restaurant for lamb, and I was like, okay. I'm not a big fan of gamey meat. Normally, like, I don't like duck. It's just too gamey. But lamb's pretty good. I'm liking it so far. That's exactly what my dad was saying. He was like, you gotta like watch it. You can't just leave the grill. Yeah. His setup at his house is like, he's got a Traeger smoker, a Blackstone, and then a regular grill. So he smokes, he grills, he flat top like Blackstones. He's really big on grilling and smoking. So I'm in accounting, like the actual, like, I work with numbers all day. I do collections, so I like collect money from people. I would like to, I mean, like, I'd like to do YouTube full time. I'd like to do makeup full time, like freelance and stuff, but it's not really feasible. I'm in my 30s, so I have to support my little one. So I'm an AR collections manager. It's nice. And it's really easy, but it's very tedious. How do you like it? Being, well, you're a CPA, it's different. It's a little different, but it's a lot different. Still a numbers game though. I just switched careers. Or not careers, but switched jobs. I went from one that was paying me barely above minimum wage to be a manager, and wanted me to like invoice, collect, do all the AR work, do some AP work, and do payables. And like, all I asked for was a raise, because I was like, I will stay here for the rest of my days because I know what I'm doing here, but I just need a raise to do all of this. And they wouldn't do it. So I just started kind of casually looking. And the company I'm at now, they were like, well, you can't be remote anymore. You have to come back to office, but we're giving you like a $30,000 raise to do half the work. And so I was like, yes. So it's been pretty awesome. Yeah. Gotta help yourself too. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Because I'm 32. I don't come from any sort of accounting or collections background. I'm a college dropout. So I just did retail and hardware. And I randomly had a boss just give me a chance at my last job. And the rest is history. I just moved up. Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. It's hard for me to get confident in my job just because I know I'm a college dropout and I didn't do well in math, and like, but I have to remember that like I got where I am for a reason and I worked hard and I deserve where I'm at. But it's just hard because there's people that do have their degrees and I feel bad because they work really hard. And sometimes the jobs, they kind of look at me like, what are you doing here? I'm just like, I don't know, man. All right. I like lamb. I give it like a 9 out of 10. I'm a big fan of steak, so it kind of reminds me of it. Yeah, it's definitely a learning curve. Excel has been so hard. When I first got hired at my last job, my father has been in IT since like the 80s. He's been in IT since it came out. He's an Excel whiz. I mean, like, he's like the Excel encyclopedia. So my first like few months at my last job, I would call him and like FaceTime him and be like, okay, like I think I was like 3 days into my last job and I called him and I was like, hey, so why are there green triangles in my cells? And he was like, are you kidding me right now? So I credit him a lot to my success. He helped me quite a bit. Oh yeah, he definitely cooked it really well. But yeah, Excel's been hard for me. I'm finally getting it down. I finally just learned how to do like pivots. I was really green to Excel before. I like told my boss at my last job that I had like 2 years of experience. I had no experience, but I got through it. And my boss ended up loving me and promoting me to manager. So it was great, but it was just tough. Yeah, I live in Excel now. I go through like, I download our aging report from our software system. And then I will like put it into Excel, copy it over to my pivot Excel to a macro, and then I will copy it over to my pivot Excel, make a pivot, and then I put it on a shared Excel online for my boss to see, so he can see all my notes I'm making. So if he has questions, he can refer to my notes. And it's a little bit of a little bit of work, but it's nice because it's a lot quicker than having to like answer all his questions or put notes physically in the system. Like I just put notes in an Excel and my day is good. Yeah. Yeah, I've been loving Pivot. Thank you. Yeah, I absolutely love my job. It's really easy. I flunked out of math in high school and I flunked out of college, and I was like, I'm never gonna go anywhere. I'm just good at makeup, and which I love doing makeup on the side, but it wasn't making like money. So I worked a lot of retail jobs, and the only thing I had about me was that I'm a really hard worker, and my dad was like, don't sell yourself short, because a lot of times companies will really like experience and they'll really like somebody who's willing to ask the questions and do the work. And so once I kind of got that mindset, I took off, and it's true. I'm always willing to learn, and the companies I work for typically appreciate that. So oh, I would love to do farming. I would love to own like land, do farming. It'd be so nice, but I am done with my lunch, so I think I'm gonna hop off here, go get dressed before my son comes back, get ready for family to come over. So I will pop in later, and I'll talk to you later. This has been so nice talking to you. I'm actually gonna find your username. There we go. Yeah, but I mean, degrees are good to have too, so don't sell yourself short, because there's a lot of knowledge I wish I had. And like when I was being trained for this job, I was like, oh, like it felt like everyone kind of looked at me like, don't you know that? And I was like, no, I don't know how to do that. And the girl training me was like, so she was like, oh, you just have to make a pivot. And I was like, what is that? And she's like, you don't know how to make a pivot? Like, so thank you. You do the same. But yeah, it's rough out here. So anyways, I will see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna go post some videos and I will talk to you later.